What is up, Stitch fam? My name is Siddhartha for all my international people, Sidhu for people at home, Siddhartha for los Latinos. I am from this city, I'm from Delhi, haven't been back in many years, and so in many ways I'm exploring the haunts almost with fresh eyes. So I'm currently in Green Park. It is in South Delhi. It is ensconced between one of Delhi's most acquainted and well-known parks. It's called Deer Park. Immediately to our left, we're right above Khas. That whole area, the Khas village area, there's a Khas pond. We're gonna do a walk through the Deer Park, sort of shrubbery and all the greens. We're gonna make our way through to the Jheel, and then we're going to explore, and then from the very green, very forested area, we're gonna suddenly encounter some of Delhi's urban sort of settings, ensconced right in the heart of South Delhi's very intimate, very soft Deer Park. So let's get started. So here we can see the entrance of Deer Park, and right away we can capture that lush greenery that's a real sacred space in a city that's otherwise packed with bustling cars and businesses. People come to this park religiously to soak up a sense of calm. And like its name suggests, there are many deer here, but you're probably more likely to find a peacock or an owl. And sure enough, a few minutes in, we come across our first historic site, a mosque from the Lodi period, meaning it was built sometime between the 1450s and 1520s. Talk about resilient architecture. We got that wide courtyard, and let's just stop to appreciate this beautiful little archway. Isn't that nice? Okay, now let's continue. To our right, we see some volleyball players. They actually bet some pocket change on these games, and these babies get heated. Continuing on, we see some gorgeous trees, which is really a huge part of the reason I personally enjoy these havens of greenery. And finally, we arrive to the Khas Lake, or the Jheel, as it's denoted in Hindi. This is also a staple for many living in the area. Going for runs or just ambling around this large reservoir is always enjoyable. But what makes it even more so is that this reservoir was actually constructed in the 12th century for the ancient city of Siri, and the fort that encircles it was built in the 13th century. Known for its iconic and intricate L-shaped design, the madrasa was at the forefront of academic institutions of the Islamic world in its time. This reservoir is basically surrounded by one of the oldest, most storied libraries in the world. Pretty wild. Okay, it's now time to head into the village. This is the urban part of the journey. We step through these narrow gullies and wade our way through a surprising complex that really complements nicely with the natural elements we've seen thus far. We walk into and through these tight alleys and arrive at one of my favorite art galleries I've seen in the city. But there's no photography allowed, so I'm just gonna keep it moving. A quick turn to our right brings us to this little nook with more neon lighting, and follow the yellow LED road to get to my personal favorite gem in the city, Gypsy Cafe. Now it more than lives up to that name. Look at this decor, look at this ambiance. The vibe is unmatched, and they got instruments up the wazoo. An amazing place to just really feel. Take a deep breath. It's just really nice in here. Now, I ordered an hibiscus tea, and for some food, a bowl of roasted broccoli, red, yellow, and green peppers, carrots, onions, and mushrooms. That's just love in a bowl right there. And now to top it off, we're going to head to another little jewel a few steps away. This one's called Cafe Fika. Now, I'm mainly just showing this off for the decor again, and they're actually open till 2 a.m., which is pretty hard to find for cafes in the city. Now, if we just float around, get a feel for the place, you can sort of feel how it's a little more jazzy. They got great Dalgona coffee here, and surprisingly cheap, really, for the location and just everything they're offering here. It's really nice. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that. There is more to come, and Stitch, I hope you can consider me. That's all for now. Feel free to check out another edition of whatever this is. Delhi Diaries. Let's go with it.